All right, so can we just all give an apology to QAnon? Can we just give that apology? That they almost got it 100% right.
Not 100.
They got it 99.9% right.
Yeah, I give them 40.
What?
Shit still got to unfold, bro. Like, there's a lot still unfolding.
QAnon's whole thing was that there is a global elite, a cabal of global elites that are all doing nefarious satanic rituals, having sex with underage children, doing other...
Yo, I'm not giving QAnon props before I give the Black Israelites credit, did? The Black Israelites been out here in these streets screaming that. Way before QAnon.
Let me tell you something.
What are you talking about?
If it turned out that QAnon was really just a Black
You see what I'm saying?
That would be fire.
Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
It was like, yo, ain't nobody listening to us in the street no more. Okay, we gotta change our messaging.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Black Israelites been saying all that way before QAnon.
Wow.
QAnon?
They just need suits. If they had a suit and tie, we might have taken them seriously.
Oh my God.
It was the outfits that were so extravagant. You just can't imagine somebody like that making sense.
You want to go read Behold the Pale Horse now.
Oh.
At this age.
That seems like it's targeted towards Caucasian people.
No, it's not. Read the book. It's targeted toward the elite. Read Behold the Pale Horse and you'll be like, holy shit.
Is it comforting or discomforting to know that all of the elite, regardless of their party affiliation or anything, are all involved in it? Like every
I've never been the type to I never looked at it as like what people do. I just think that some people get to a certain level of status regardless of who they are, and for whatever reason, sexual perversion, sexual deviancy is at the top of their list.
Can I tell you what it is? Is that most of these motherfuckers are fat, 5'7" dorks, and they got $1 billion, still couldn't get pussy. And he knew that these guys couldn't get pussy despite having all the money, all the power, and all the access. And all he does is just throw some pussy parties, and all of a sudden he's in everybody's good graces. It's shocking how successful people are still losers. Like all these scientists and intellectuals that he's currying favor from, they're losers. They can't get laid, and all he does is, hey, yeah, I'll get you something. Which is not like, it's crazy how powerful people at their core can be just nerds.
I agree with you 100%, but I want to put on my tinfoil Pooh Shiesty mask.
Put on your tinfoil Pooh Shiesty.
Epstein had to be a time traveler, bro. Because it's one thing to have access to all the fat nerds that can't get no pussy.
Yeah.
But to find every single one of them, he's like Captain America traveling through the time trying to put back the Infinity Stone.
They find him.
But how do you become that? How do you become the biggest pimp to the most powerful elite people on the planet and maybe out of the planet? Maybe extraterrestrials came here and knew to hit up Epstein. Where do you think that whole take me to my leader shit came from? Take me to your leader. All the leaders point to Epstein. Next thing you know, Epstein hooking up the extraterrestrials with some fly-ass monkeys. Boom. Now you got a whole new race of people. Y'all don't be thinking, bro.
Yeah, we need to be thinking.
Yeah. I never went to the island. I never met any women. And so, the more that comes out, the more clear it'll be that although the time was a mistake, it had nothing to do with that kind of behavior. I was one of many people who regret ever knowing him. No, apparently Jeffrey wrote an email to himself. That email was never sent. The email is, false. So I don't know what his thinking was there. It just reminds me, every minute I spent with him, I regret.
Oh, that's the problem. We're not thinking enough.
Thinking, bro.
Yeah.
Think.
Bill Gates got an extraterrestrial STD.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
How you 40? No, how old is Bill? Bill's like 60-something, 70-something, right?
Allegedly,
You can't allegedly. All I'm saying is there comes a point in time when you're too old to be getting STD.
You're too rich to be rawing.
Wow.
That's the craziest part. I don't think anybody talking about that. You're the richest man in the world. You're going raw on a Russian hooker. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Do they have condoms for really powerful elite people like that?
What?
What does that even mean?
Because if you can't go to the store or go to get a prescription for your claps or whatever it is, you definitely ain't running to make no condom run.
But what I'm trying to understand, he probably got a vasectomy or something. Like there's no way that somebody that's that disciplined in their life to build a business that's successful is just gonna raw a Russian hooker.
Or he got multiple penises.
That's possible.
He's rich enough to have penises that he can screw on, screw off.
This
you know what I'm
one's not
saying?
connected to the ball.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? It's a different world, bro. There's no way you that rich and you can't choose what type of dick you lead a house with.
What are you talking about?
Yo, Elon was thirsty for that party, bro. Did you see that DM?
It was so
he was
so
thirsty. What's the best party night?
And that's what pissed me off.
What's the best party?
He was the main one saying shit like,
he said Trump is in it.
Yeah, Trump is in it. I'll never go to the island. I've never been to the island. Never wanted to be to the island. He invited me and I didn't want to go. The thirst looked so real. Allegedly.
You were allegedly begging. But free you because I own Tesla stock.
The thirst looked crazy.
That's the shitty thing about the file drop is you're looking at like the people that control the companies that you've invested in, and you're like, listen, my kid's college fund relies on this. You know what I mean? Like
that's also the crazy thing about the file drop that nothing's gonna happen.
So this
legally, I think that it will discredit a lot of people moving forward. I think it'll put a stain on people moving forward. I think I want to say the Republican Party in general, but really not. I think there's just a whole level of all politicians who are going to have a stain on them forever. By the way, which is good. Because as I said last week or whatever week on this podcast, moving forward, America's going to need something completely different. Well, and this is the best way to just blow it all up. So everybody gets blown up.
So this is the thing, which is quite interesting. And I assume that this is their tactic, right? Is they're throwing so much chum in the water. Right?
What is cum in the water?
Chum in the water is
that something they did for fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was what you did. It was an island activity.
Got you.
No, but they're throwing so much chum in the water. Some stuff is so insane, you're like, there's no way this is real. Some stuff is about people that you might really like, musicians you're a big fan of. And then you go, well, this is unsubstantiated. It's unverified. This is a call in from a crazy person, whatever. But the conversation that starts is, some of these things didn't happen, and they didn't happen because they're people I like. And now all of a sudden, those people who things allegedly did happen to, they can start going, whoa, you're picking or choosing. Either everybody that's mentioned is guilty, as we treated before when we only thought it was fucking Trump, Bill Clinton, and whoever else. But now that we know it's literally every wealthy prince, every world leader, every scientist, every intellectual, every guy that owns a football team, when we know it's all of these billionaires around the world, regardless of country, right? When you start hearing things, they have the plausible deniability to go, well, if you don't believe it about that, why would you believe it about me?
Well,
I think is their goal. They're trying to create confusion.
I don't think you're wrong. I just think that there's a difference, right? Because when you see something, a crisis intake report, and then I got this down because I want to read it. Variety is the only person I saw do an actual
forensic,
like a breakdown to what the difference is between the Epstein files and these crisis intake reports. Yeah. Crisis intake report. A public hotline submission. By the way, that shit is, I don't know why we don't realize how dangerous this shit is. I didn't like it when Tony Busby did it. I don't like it when even the FBI does it, right? Yep. But a public hotline submission. Anybody can call it right now and say anything. They're not backed by any court findings, no indictments, no confirmed evidence within the actual Epstein case files. These people aren't listed in Epstein's verified records, travel logs, or contact list. It's just an unverified allegation that somebody left on an FBI hotline number. Mm-hmm. Like that shouldn't be. But by the way, even if you're going to make that a story, give me context.
Does that apply to the people that you don't like as well?
It's there is what I'm saying.
No, what I'm saying is people.
No, it applies if it applies is what I'm saying.
Sure. What I'm saying is there are already people online taking things that are said in the latest Epstein drop and posting them as if they are fact because they prior to this already didn't like those people and they're using it to vilify those people. Right. And what I'm saying is we're going to start picking or choosing, right? Like the thing that everybody's talking about is Mamdani's mom doing an after party at Ghislaine's house for her movie review, right? It's just like...
Was that in the crisis? Was that a crisis intervention line or was that actually
No,
in the files?
It was Jeffrey Epstein's email. I think it was...
That was in the files?
It was as part of his email. She was just mentioned as one of the people at the after party, right? Yes, Chris.
Yeah, well, it's more like, all right, I'm not a fan of Ivanka Trump, let's say. She's mentioned there.
Yeah.
I flushed that down the toilet. She's not in a room sacrificing babies any more than any. I think
my point that I'm trying to say is like I think most of us look at that and then go, okay, his mom went to some rich benefactor's dinner because...
Which is what you have to do when you make movies.
Well, you don't have to do anything, but that's what
You know
people
what I
who
mean.
do
It's
want
part
to
of the
make
system.
movies do, et cetera, right? And she's rubbing shoulders or elbows or whatever it is with these elites. But I don't think we're looking at that and going, she's part of a child sacrificing ritual.
Depends what you want.
Sure, but
if you don't like Mondani,
if you are a person that doesn't like Mondani, immediately you're going, look,
his
she
mom's
was
in the Epstein
involved.
files.
She's part of the child sacrifice. She does these things, and people are doing that. You saw people do that with Jay-Z. You're seeing people do that with Mondani, and basically what they're doing is using all these drops, right?
They're cherry picking what fits their narrative.
And I think that's what the powers that be want.
Oh,
they want accusations.
This is beautiful for Trump.
Exactly. They want accusations thrown everywhere, so none of the accusations have merit.
Right.
And now we're all fighting over shit, and then they're going to go bomb Iran.
By the way,
and that's what happens.
Let's take a step back before we get to Iran. Friday. What happens on Friday? Don Lemon and other journalists in Minnesota get arrested. Then Trump says, hey, Barack Obama needs to get arrested. All of this noise early in the morning because what came out mid-afternoon? All the Epstein dumps, right? And then later on that night, it's the crisis intake stuff because the crisis intake stuff got names that can make headlines. The Jay-Z's, the Pusha T's, Eminem's, Jamie Foxx, right? Like Zoran Mondani's mom, all of this shit all of a sudden comes out, all to just flush out the main story, which is some of the most powerful and elite people who actually run the world and who are in positions of power right now in the government are in that motherfucking files.
Well, you're missing two more.
What's up?
I mean, I thought Mehdi Hassan had a good post about this.
What did Mehdi say?
He says critical. I don't want to read the whole thing, but basically he's saying he's critical of the Democrats for not being, standing up enough. But in the past 48 hours, we've seen Trump in the Epstein files, all the crazy accusations, a massive corruption story involving Trump crypto in the Emirates. Trump saying he'll use the government to pay himself a $10 million.
That was crazy.
$10 billion settlement. I mean, that's in 48 hours.
He's suing the IRS.
Yeah. How do you make sense of all this stuff? How does any of this stuff stick? It's just kind of like...
But that's the goal.
Flood the zone.
They just want to flood us.
Right.
They just want to flood us with so much information, so much misinformation. If you go on social media right now, no matter what the account is that you follow, they're posting about something, and clearly there's a person that they do not like, that they're on the opposite side of the aisle from, that they are talking about being incriminated by this drop. And that's the goal. Just make it messy, have us bickering. They continue to do whatever the fuck they want to do, which is probably a war with Iran. Like if we bomb Iran this week, then we know why we got the Epstein files this week, right? Like it's almost like
break that down.
Well, they just want to create enough chaos and confusion amongst us regular folk that are just going to bicker about this stuff nonstop, so that they can go do their things without scrutiny or criticism.
Do you believe that? Do you believe the blackmail allegations? Because I thought about that too, right?
Oh,
these Epstein files wouldn't be coming out if they didn't want them out. So clearly,
no, they would, because they passed a law, if I'm not mistaken.
Who gives a fuck about the law when you Trump?
Well, they were a month late, so they had to eventually drop them.
Who does he? You just say you don't have to do nothing.
According to what happened, I think. What is the name of it? You can look.
I know what you're talking about.
Epstein Transparency Act.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, but I have a feeling, and I've been saying this for months. Said it on Laura Trump show months ago. Whenever those powers that be in the Republican Party or, allies to the Trump administration, whenever they decide, you know what, you not moving the way we want you to move. You not doing what it is we want you to do.
We're dropping this.
They always got that Trump card, no pun intended, in their back pocket.
What I don't understand, and I think this actually proves it, is I think for years, or at least months, you could also say years, we were like, okay, so the Biden DOJ had all these files and we never got access to any of this stuff. And now that it comes out, you go, oh, I see why. Because it incriminates
everybody. Mutually assured destruction.
So just in the way that Trump and his cronies wanted to protect everybody, so did Biden and his cronies, because they're all each other's cronies. Like it or not, we're the only ones that bicker. Normal people are the only ones that bicker about Republican, Democrat. All these fucking elites, they just pretend to be one or the other. They fund both sides, and they both make money on the top of it.
Yeah, they get together.
This is all distraction.
They get together and treat fucking 13-year-old girls like a bushel of crabs. And they fucking break bread over these young girls. This is the reality of the situation. Did you see the video of fucking Epstein chasing the little girl around the room? And then there was another video of Prince Andrew, and they had like a girl laid out on the floor, and he was just like looking over her. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, man? Hey, man.
And bro, think about all the people that knew that they had close relationships with Epstein for years.
This is the craziest.
Like the people that we all are aware of, they knew they were in this drop. They knew that they sent tons of emails. They knew that they have deep relations. They never said anything. They would go out on their podcast. They'd go out on their, whatever other things they're talking about promoting in the world. And they never mentioned a thing because they never thought it was going to come out. They were so confident that it was going to be kept under wraps by the powers that be. What the fuck do you think they're feeling right now?
Well, there used to be a thing called order and global stability. Like that shit is done now.
But do you think that's good? Like, I don't think it's good that order protects people that are fraternizing with pedophiles.
No. You're asking why. You're asking why they were sending emails all willy-nilly and why they were cool with doing that. They never thought any of this stuff was going to come out.
So it's good that it came out, right?
Absolutely. 100%. But once again, nothing is going to change except for in the minds of the people. I don't think there'll ever be any legal ramifications to anybody. So in the minds of the people, all of this is just the old regime. It's an old regime of politicians. It's an old regime of people in power, all the elites. Blow all that shit up and let's rebuild something new starting from now.
What? There was a guy who does a radio guy, he does a podcast, that he was saying that we just need to throw out the whole old guard.
Everybody.
And I remember him saying that before the Epstein files dropped. I remember saying that before we just got all this information that incriminated all these people. It was something like, hey, we need to throw out the whole
everything and start anew. Listen, man,
start anew.
You got to throw the babies out with the bathwater. Because all they're going to do is put the babies on the pizza anyway. So get rid of it all. Like, throw it all, the bathwater, the babies. Everybody has to fucking go. I know this sounds crazy right now, but you're going to see it in the future, and it's going to make all the sense in the world. All of this is a necessary evil that has to happen, because I truly believe in building and destroying, right? And to build, you have to destroy what existed. This shit don't work. And by the way, it was never sustainable. This type of evil is never sustainable. I don't care how long it lasts. I don't care how many people get rich off it. That shit does not matter. Eventually, it all catches up to you. And that's what we're seeing right now.
So there is justice to it. Yet we still are cherry picking, right? We still are choosing the people whose the allegations are unsubstantiated, and the allegations probably mean something larger than what's there.
It depends what type of person you are. And this is what I mean by that. I don't just look at things and say, oh shit, that person's guilty because I want them to be guilty. I look at things and then I go do a little bit of research. Like when that story came out and it was like Eminem's in the Epstein files, Jay-Z's in the Epstein files, Pusha T's in the Epstein files. I'm like, I had to go see for myself. These are people that we grew up on, and I need to like, what? I had to go actually look. And then when you look and realize, oh, this is just a public hotline number that anybody can call and leave any type of message.
But believe all women, Charlotte.
No. Especially when it's a woman saying that they're 300. The woman literally said, if you read the Eminem story, she goes, my tape should be easy to find. I don't even know what year she put this, by the way. I didn't look and see what year it was. She put, my tape should be easy to find because I'm 300 pounds. I slept with Eminem. They drugged me and he had sex with me. When I woke up, Diddy was recording me.
That's a lot.
Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see the story about Jay-Z. The woman is like, it was Jay-Z, Harvey Weinstein, Attorney General William Barr, and some CEO of some company in 1996. Yeah. Reasonable Doubt came out in 1996. Like, what are we doing? No disrespect to Pusha T. You know I love Pusha T. What the fuck would Pusha T be doing around Harvey Weinstein in 2007? Like, what are we like in 2000? Why would Harvey Weinstein be around Pusha T in 2007? And all they said was Pusha T was a handler. That's what they said. He was a handler. What the fuck does that even mean? This shit was clear bullshit, and you can see who pushes the narratives. Every Drake fan page ran with that. Oh, how convenient. The weekend that Pusha T, is nominated for Album of the Year at the Grammys and Rap Album of the Year at the Grammys, right? Like, oh, how convenient all of a sudden. And by the way, I'm going to say something. All of this shit is going to come out. I'm not even talking about Epstein file. I'm talking about low vibrational hip hop shit right now. All of this shit is gonna come out, and you're going to see who is behind so much of this stuff.
What does that mean?
You'll see. You'll see who's getting paid. You'll see who's paying them. You'll see. All of this shit gonna come out sooner than later.
What does that mean?
Hey,
You gotta give more than that.
no, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't never got to give more than that. I give more than that when more of that comes out to give. Okay? Because more of that always comes out to give. Okay?
Wait a minute.
All I do is just give you the warnings. Like, boom, watch. And then everybody going to be sitting back like, oh, shit. All of this shit is really targeted all the time.
Are you saying that there might be a system that exists not only within hip hop, but within all forms of media where certain accounts collaborate and target other people by the use of bots and misinformation?
And the crazy thing is, it's not even, I said hip hop, but it's not even just about hip hop anymore because hip hop has so much influence. A lot of it is politically driven. Right? A lot of it is who people think, a lot of it is who people think is on what side, right? And based on what side you're on, you will get targeted by certain individuals to hurt your influence. You'll see. Just remember I said it. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. But that's the crazy thing about stories like this. Because everything isn't the same. Like the Epstein files are totally different than somebody calling a goddamn FBI hotline, leaving a fucking anonymous tip. And that's what I said. Those things are clearly distinctive if you choose to go motherfucking read past the headline on Shade Room.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Like it's clearly distinctive.
But again, that's not what people do on the internet.
No.
You just run with it.
No.
And then it causes real damage for people.
How the fuck did Vlad get an Epstein interview?
Nah, he didn't. I think he posts Bannon's interview.
I'd never seen that.
But I think that's available in the Epstein files, if I'm not mistaken. My bad, Vlad, if I'm wrong. But
that's where you got it from? I'd never seen that. I'm like, what the fuck?
If I'm not mistaken, this is all allegedly, but I think Steve Bannon was hired by Epstein to do like a PR.
If I die?
Nah, he was hired, I think, to do like a PR, like we're going to reintroduce you as not a bad guy to the world. Is that right, Chris? More like, now they would probably allege something else and he might go, no, I was actually exposing him or whatever. But the feeling was it was okay, we're going to rehabilitate your image and I'm going to help you through this. So he has these long interviews where
I didn't see it.
Yeah. I don't think it ever came out.
No, I'm saying I saw it on Vlad and I didn't even see it on Vlad. I saw it on the internet first and I'm like, this got to be AI. There's no way Vlad TV.
No, it's not Vlad. It's Steve
Epstein.
Bannon interviewing him.
Oh, he got it set up like a Vlad TV interview though.
Yeah,
he does.
Just see Epstein and no one else. Yeah.
In the black background. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
I mean, you wouldn't want your face in that either, right?
What the fuck is going on outside? Why is all that thumping and shit? That's upstairs?
Yeah, they up there, man.
They here's down here?
They're here.
Shit.
They know.
I don't know, man. All this shit is going to be very, very, very interesting to watch, bro. I tell you that fucking much. But the world as we know it has already changed. I just want y'all to know that.
Do you think, so here's the thing. Do you think that we look at the quote unquote elite, the billionaires, do we look at them any differently? Do we?
What do you mean any different? Because you know, I don't know how I looked at them before.
Right. I don't think I connected nefarious acts to this many of them or connected the knowledge to Epstein. Like, I guess the question I have is like, how many of these people knew that he was convicted of what he was convicted of?
Everybody.
So is that true? Or are people like, do you believe that Mamdani's mom knew that he was convicted and then she still decided to have this party? Or he was convicted of this thing in Palm Springs and then she heard that there was this financier that was connected to all these people in banking and global politics and Harvard. And she was like, okay, I'll do an after party at his house.
What do you think, Chris? Because I mean, when Epstein first got arrested back in the day, and that's when that's the only time he got a charge, actually, right? What year was that?
This is 2006, is it?
That's so I don't know. I mean, was that a big story back then? I don't remember. I don't know. I never heard of Larry Epstein until recent times. I thought Larry Epstein and Jerry Sandusky was the same person for a minute.
Wait, Larry Epstein?
What's his name? Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein,
yes,
yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein.
So I guess what I'm trying to understand is like, is it possible since Epstein wasn't famous, that there were people who met him afterwards that were unaware of that prior conviction?
Sure.
Like, whenever you meet a famous person, do you Google them and make sure that they didn't fuck kids?
Well, I think
Again, I'm not trying to cop please. I'm not trying to cop please, but I would like to live in a world where like someone like Mamdani's mom didn't know that he was a convicted pedophile and still decided to do an after party. Like,
I think what makes him dangerous wasn't, I mean, he was obviously the ultimate pimp in a lot of ways.
yeah.
But there are a lot of pimps in the world. I think what made him, so widespread in that world is he had access to money too.
Yeah.
And, money is a temptation that most everybody in the world
Bro,
falls.
people act so weird around money. You know what I mean? Like, Charlamagne, in my opinion, is the greatest radio host of all time, man.
Right.
Like, he's a benevolent guy. He's a
all of that
charming
is true,
guy. You know what I mean? He's a fantastic human being.
I'm not the best of all time, but I'm,
No, you're the greatest of all time.
No,
I
I'm
don't think you've ever done anything wrong.
No, I think I'll get mentioned.
I think you're the greatest. You're the greatest of our generation.
No, yeah.
I'll get mentioned when they mention greats at some point. Damn, you made me had a fucking real good train of thought. What was it?
I think the majority of people did not know about his earlier conviction.
So
I don't believe that. I think Andrew's right because people still worked with Woody Allen. People still worked with R. Kelly.
So here's the interesting thing, because I did think about this with Woody Allen, right? Proximity to other people makes you radioactive or not. So everybody's aware of Woody Allen and what he did, right?
Nobody cut him off.
But if he's still doing movies with these super famous celebrities, he's still doing movies with these super famous actors, all of a sudden that neutralizes his toxicity a little bit.
Or you start believing like, well,
maybe we misunderstood it.
Maybe something's not, maybe he didn't do what they accused him of doing, because why would all these people still be fucking with him? Why would he still be in a position of power?
If Jeffrey Epstein gets convicted of some shit that people kind of like more or less hear of, and again, I don't even know if he's famous enough for them even. Woody Allen is massively famous. And people still look the other way. Here's this guy who's rich, but people don't really know him, and they hear he had some weird shit happen in Florida, but he got an office in Harvard. So it's like, well, it can't be that crazy if he got an office in Harvard to this day.
I think all of us are right.
And I think what happens is, I think when people have a lot of money and you can have access to it, you start convincing yourself that these people aren't as bad as they actually are.
Yeah.
Because you need that money. Like, people are so fucking whatever.
I think all of us are right. I think Alex is right. A lot of people probably didn't know. I think you're right that, if you're still in a position of power, people will still fuck with you. And then I think there's some, and I think to what I'm saying, when they know you're still in a position of power, they might know and be like, let's keep going, yo.
Like,
keep going.
I can't imagine that people weren't aware of Harvey Weinstein's transgressions in Hollywood. Like, amongst Hollywood circles, there must have been people that have like heard about it. It's very rare, especially in like such a small community like Hollywood, that people don't know or like heard rumors of like, oh, he auditions girls in a hotel room. Like, people probably heard of these things, but he's getting movies that win Oscars, that's very successful, all these actors getting these opportunities. So an agent kind of looks the other way and people look the other way. And that's the tricky thing when like you come down on a Harvey Weinstein, because you obviously do come down on the person that does the thing. It's horrible. But there are a lot of other people that enabled that thing and look the other way, that they're going off scot-free. There's a lot of agents that sent their fucking 18-year-old girl clients to a hotel room with a guy they knew was a creep, and nobody's talking about those people. Those people are probably actively some of the biggest agents in the business right now, and there's no scarlet letter on them. There's no, hey, this person enabled this thing, this horrible thing that this girl went through.
You know what? That's a great point, because I got a lot of homegirls who, and I got to salute some of these executives. I'm not going to say no names, but I got a lot of homegirls who will tell you stories about certain executives telling you not to go fuck with that executive. Like, nah, don't go over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, don't go to that party. Like, oh, well, he invited you. Nah, don't go do that. Don't go do that. And you be like, why? Like, just trust me. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, I've heard, I can tell you numerous, tales like that.
But they didn't say it loud enough where TMZ talks about it, because they're probably worried that it could negatively impact their career. They're probably worried that they don't have enough evidence where it could convict that person. And if the other girls aren't willing to come out, now you're setting up a whole can of worms. So you kind of look the other way. And looking the other way weirdly enables it for longer.
I also wonder too if because there's some people that had firsthand knowledge of some of this shit, right? Like let's be clear. But then there's some people who just heard things.
And that
so if somebody just told me something, and it's just like I came up under Wendy Williams. So Wendy would tell me all types of shit about all types of people.
And then you're just like, what do I believe?
Exactly.
She gave you the Epstein drop.
But if somebody came to me and said, hey, I want to go to this party, but in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about something that I may have heard. Not something I saw firsthand, just something I may have heard. I'm like, well, let me tell you what I heard. And then you make your own decision. You know what I mean?
I remember we went to
I think that's the case for Diddy. Because I think a lot of people kind of heard things about Diddy, but didn't really know the what. What's that reaction?
You want to know what's so crazy about Diddy? And I mean, Alex isn't wrong, but all of the stuff you heard about Diddy never had, at least for me, never had anything to do with women. It was like, guard your goddamn booty hole.
Yeah.
It was always guard your goddamn asshole, young man.
But then all the shit that came out in the trial wasn't gay shit, really.
Nah, there was some gay shit. Saving guys cum, I think, qualifies as gay.
There was some chum in the water, bro.
Nothing about him taking booty holes. That's
what the fuck did you read? I must have got a different algorithm.
You gotta
hiring prostitutes so he can watch them
and saving their cum.
Nah, there was some booty holes being taken. I mean, you watched the documentary. Fucking Little Rod say he woke up sore.
No, I'm talking about the case, the actual trial. What he
Sure.
got.
I mean, not a lot of dudes are gonna go on trial and be like, yeah, he fucked me in the night.
You fucked me in the night.
Rub cum on him. That's all.
Here's an example.
When else you supposed to fuck him?
Remember when we went?
Why the night? Why'd you say the night specifically?
Oh no,
Why not the dawn?
Day is way gayer.
That's great.
Day is way gayer.
Yo, getting fucked by a man when the sun is out is
bro,
crazy.
that's diabolical.
Like, just to commit to the lifestyle.
Nah.
You need a letter. You need a letter.
Example, we went to Russia. You remember we went to Russia?
Yeah.
Okay. We went to Russia to go do shows, right? This is way back. And I remember they took us to some strip club, right? At the end of it, maybe it was after the show, right? And Alex wasn't with us, actually. He's a good man. But
Exactly.
I remember I told Mark, I said, Mark, I would assume
Christian Mark?
I said, Mark, I would assume everything that happens here is recorded. And everything that happens here is filed and videotaped and whatever. So
Mark
just
said,
act accordingly.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Mark hit the cross and said, let's go. We are protected by the blood.
Again, maybe like, who the fuck am I? I'm not important enough. But my point is, going into these situations is like, there might be some way where they want to find a way to incriminate, or they want to put some leverage on me and then could leverage somebody else.
What
so
year
I'm like,
was this?
I don't know. We put a vlog up from it.
Yeah, 2018.
Yeah.
2018.
Oh, yeah, that was recent. He was on the rise. Perfect time to get you.
Again, it might not even be me. It might be to get me to get you. It might get me to.
there.
It don't need
I ain't never
to
been
be.
to Russia in my life.
No, but it doesn't need. But that's not how it works. You tip one person to get the next person.
Yeah.
So it's get me to get Rogan, get me to get Charlotte, get me to get the bigger fish. So I'm
Stop
like,
putting me in this. I don't know. Only Russian I know is Ivan Drago.
that's all it takes. That's all it takes. My point is, I'm going into that space operating like, yeah, this whole thing is probably a setup.
That's smart.
And that
Smart.
probably is how you should proceed in life. And it's crazy that all these billionaires didn't even think about that with Epstein. They're getting loose on email with him. Like, it's just insane. This guy that they don't even, I imagine, really know.
What kind of email do they got, though? I know that's probably a stupid question, but do they use the same type of Gmails and all that we use?
Gmails.
Yeah, it was like,
Really?
Email was like technology back in the day. Like, it was crazy you could send emails.
That's wild. Like, it's wild that they didn't have something like Signal before Signal. Like something that's actually, because I don't know why y'all be getting on Signal. First of all, it is the stupidest thing in the world to me is when people be like, there's a website that you can get on and send messages that nobody else can see. You really believe that, motherfucker? You really believe, like somebody, you don't even know who invented this shit.
Yeah.
That, you know what I'm saying? That might be CIA created, FBI founded. We don't fucking know.
All it takes is you sending the message to someone else and them taking a picture of it. So there's no such thing as it's like encrypted. You can't copy it.
And I move around this planet like every single thing I'm saying, everything I'm doing, everything I'm texting is being documented. It's being documented.
Yeah.
That's how I move. I don't ever think I'm saying anything, in private. That's why I let everybody know I'm retarded.
What?
I am.
That's good.
I was in.
Do
I
that.
I took tests when I was young.
Yeah.
And I did. I failed standardized tests. They had me in the little trailers in the back.
Yeah.
Okay. I am legally retarded.
But what does that mean?
Huh?
What does that have to do with them compromising you?
Huh? Why? How can you compromise? You can't compromise a person who licks their elbow.
You're the first.
The fuck you mean?
You're the first person to compromise.
But I'm retarded. So you're
so
actually taking advantage of a person.
You think that they don't care about taking advantage of people?
Damn.
Yeah. So you just been calling yourself retarded for no reason.
You think that that's your safety? You think Jeffrey Epstein's going, oh, we can't do that. He's retarded. They probably like that the best.
Damn.
They're like, think of the sounds he's going to make.
Don't you fucking do it. Don't you do it. You wanted to so bad.
I'm not doing it.
Don't fucking do it.
Hey, you guys.